Hello everybody, and welcome to another edition of the In the Ring Show with your host, Devious Damien. And this is my review for tonight's Monday Night Raw, April 9th, 2012. We start off the show with what I thought was a great way to start the show, even though it was with Boronitis. Comes out and talks about Brock Lesnar's return, and then he brings Brock out, and as Brock's cutting a promo, out comes Cena, slaps Cena in the face, or Cena slaps Brock in the face, excuse me. Pulled a Mark Henry there. I'll get to that later in the review. So, then, there's a wild brawl, and tons of guys come out, even Yoshitatsu! Yes! Yoshi fucking Tatsu was out there, and a big thing, and Cena's lip got bloodied due to Brock giving him like a legit punch or elbow or something in the mouth. And, you know, I hope Cena realizes that if he pisses Brock off, Brock will legit fuck him up. Like, seriously. Like, hey, Cena, don't forget, Brock is a legit fighter. He will fuck your shit up. Just telling you. Anyway. So after that, we get Santino and Brodus Clay versus Jack Swagger and Dolph Ziggler. And for once, Brodus Clay was not in a squash match. It was okay for what it was. Santino and Brodus win. So after that, we get R-Truth and Cody Rhodes. And I'm actually kind of liking Cody Rhodes' new ring jacket. Excuse me. I think it's pretty cool. It kind of matched the white strap that the Intercontinental title he had. Anyway, so... And actually, it still has that white strap. And it matched Cody Rhodes' jacket perfectly. So, during the match, here comes Big Show, distracting Cody by showing Cody the WrestleMania footage and the footage of him losing to Kofi Kingston last week, which results in R-Truth being able to hit the little Jimmy, I think he calls it, and pins Cody. So then, oh yeah, and then on Raw, I'm just going to shorten this a little bit. We had a few stupid segments with the Three Stooges. Santino looking for him, then he finally finds him. And they hint at Santino versus Kane at some point in the show. Another stupid thing. It was just all the three... I'm going to get to another Three Stooges segment that pissed me the fuck off. But the ones where Santino was looking for him, and the ones where they're trying to impress the Divas is just stupid, and that's all I'm going to say about that. Then we got to the other thing that really pissed me right off tonight. That bald piece of shit, Lord Tensai, fucking Albert A-Train, that bald piece of shit. They finally put Yoshitatsu in a match on fucking TV to be squashed by that bald piece of shit who thinks he's the fucking Great Muta. He's not the Great fucking Muta. The Great Muta would have owned that motherfucker. Tensai, I swear to fucking God, you need to quit spitting the mist out your fucking mouth. You're not the Great Muta. You're not that fucking good. Go fuck yourself.
He's not the only one that's done it.
And WWE, you go fuck yourself for bringing that piece of shit in anyway. Save Yoshitatsu. Fuck Lord Tensai. Fucking, he's always been an epic failure. I don't know why the fuck the WWE wastes their goddamn time with that bald piece of shit. Anyway. So then we get Mark Henry defeating CM Punk by disqualification after Punk basically goes apeshit and starts smashing Henry around with a television monitor. And as he's about to brutalize him some more, out comes Jericho, and Mark Henry hits the world's strongest slam on him twice. And then as Punk starts to make a comeback against Jericho, Jericho hits the code breaker and once again pours beer into Punk's mouth. This storyline is getting old. I'm sick of it. I would rather see Yoshitatsu actually win a match on Raw. Fuck all this bullshit. So then we have the best match of the night. It was the main event. It was Alberto Del Rio against Zack Ryder. Del Rio wins. And why was it the best match of the night? Because Justin King was the referee. That's the only reason it was match of the night. Del Rio wins in short fashion with the cross arm breaker. And then we get the segment that pissed me off the most tonight. You get Larry and Moe from the Three Stooges coming out, looking for Curly. And what does Curly do? Comes out dressed as fucking Hulk Hogan. Fuck you, WWE. Fuck you. How fucking dare you? The man who puts you on the map and you disrespect him by having that motherfucker march his ass out there dressing like Hulk Hogan, you can go fuck yourself. Y'all can choke on a dick and die. Who the fuck do you think you are? You ungrateful motherfuckers. In Kane chokeslams the Hulk Hogan the Hulk Hogan wannabe, Will Sasso, dressing up like him, trying to talk like him, and fuck you, Will Sasso, and fuck you, WWE. And about Mark Henry messing up his lines. He claimed he was going to be the next World Heavyweight Champion after beating CM Punk for the past 2 weeks on Raw. Hey, Mark, it's the WWE Championship, not the World Heavyweight Championship. Get your lines right, fucking moron. So then, we had the Master Douche, David Otunga, facing John Cena. And we all know Cena was going to win. Of course he did. Then Brock comes out, kicks him in the nuts, and hits an F5. And then that's where the show pretty much ended. And in this segment, you could clearly see Cena helping Brock execute the F5 by pushing off for him, which, I mean, I know that's what he's supposed to do, but in my opinion, he made it a little too obvious that he was doing it. Just my opinion. So, if I have to grade tonight's Raw, I guess I'll give it a C. Started off good. Yoshitatsu was on TV finally. That would have given it an A if Yoshitatsu had won, but they had him get squashed by that bald piece of shit, Great Muta wannabe Lord Tensai. Fuck Lord Tensai. I hate that bald piece of shit. Never liked him and I never will. I don't fucking care I don't care what gimmick you give him. He fucking sucks. He'll never be anything but a bald piece of shit. Fuck him.
Now that they brought him in to do the squash matches, so they took Brodus Clay out of them. They're doing the same exact thing.
Yeah, well, at least Brodus Clay's gimmick is over and it's entertaining.
I like Brodus Clay.
Lord Tensai... there's a I swear to God, sometimes it's like WWE doesn't get something. There's a reason they released these guys. He was released for a reason. Hello. He wasn't that good the first time. What makes you think that... And because he worked in Japan? He didn't improve much from working in Japan, if at all. Whoop-de-fucking-do. He learned how to do a claw hold. Whoop-de-fucking-do. I could do... I can do a claw hold. Granted, it wouldn't look as effective because I'm not as big as Tensai, but you get the fucking point. I can do that move, for fuck's sake. Give me a fucking break. Uses the same fucking finisher as he did back then. I mean, not that there's anything else wrong with that, but the point is, his moveset has not really changed at all. So, what's the big fucking deal? Why are we supposed to care because he calls himself Lord Tensai? Why the fuck should we care? Fuck him. Because we all know if it was a legit fight, do you know how bad Yoshitatsu could have kicked the fucking shit out of him if it were a legit fight? Just saying. Raw gets a C tonight. Only for the fact that Yoshitatsu was on TV. If it weren't for that, it probably would have failed. Because the start, like I said, the start was hot, then the show just kind of went after that. The show just sucked, pretty much, except for the start and Yoshitatsu being in the match. The rest of it sucked. It sucked. It was predictable. The Three Stooges segments were not funny at all. I'm sorry, they weren't.
I thought they were.
I didn't.
Obviously.
I mean...
Except the Hulk ripoff. It was okay for the first, 5 seconds, and then it was just too much.
Okay, yeah, I will admit, for the first 5 seconds, I chuckled a little. But then when he kept doing it, that's when it pissed me off. And that's when I just, like, I was just seriously getting heated. So what did you, I want to know, YouTube, what did you guys think of Monday Night Raw tonight? You know, your thoughts, your comments. Do you agree with my grade? Do you disagree? Do you think I was too harsh on it? Do you think I was too generous with the grade?
If you still have a minute left, what's your opinion on the whole CM Punk and Jericho thing, where Jericho's pushing the alcoholism?
They're rehashing a storyline they did when Jerry the King Lawler and Jake the Snake Roberts feuded. It's that all over again. When Jake the Snake was supposed to be a Christian who had finally defeated all his demons with drugs and alcohol, and Jerry Lawler poured liquor down Jake the Snake's throat. It's just a rehash of that fucking storyline, which is exactly why I say it's getting old. It's already been done.
But what do you think about it if it hadn't already been done? Just what's your point of view on it?
Personally, okay, if you take that away and we say that never happened, I'd still say it was getting old. Why? Because you pretty much have already taken all of Jericho's steam away from him in this feud. Why? Because you had Punk beat him at Mania. And before I get a whole bunch of CM Punk fans, putting on their CM Punk mark hats and saying, why do you hate CM Punk? It's not about the fact that I hate CM Punk, because I don't. Here's my point. Punk beat him at WrestleMania. So why should we now believe that Jericho's any threat to him? Why should we now believe that?
They're making Punk look weak now.
I mean, if there's only two ways I would believe that Jericho was any threat to Punk. One, if Jericho had won in some fashion at Mania, or two, CM Punk had to cheat to beat him. Then I might believe Jericho was some threat. But when Punk cleanly beat him at Mania.
And now they keep showing Punk cheating to keep his title.
Yeah, and it's like Punk has to cheat. But how is that? But it's against Mark Henry. So how is that really? I don't understand why are they using Mark Henry to push the Jericho and Punk feud? It makes no sense to me whatsoever. I'm sorry, this feud is old, it's stupid, and I mean, the two wrestlers involved are great wrestlers. I won't deny that, but the way they're going about this, I don't see where there's any money left to be made in this feud now. I just don't see it. I don't. That's just my opinion. I personally think all the opportunities they had to make money with this feud just at WrestleMania. That's my opinion.
They don't know when to stop something.
See, the thing is,
whether it's good or not, it all needs to come to an end eventually.
Exactly. And the way they did it at WrestleMania, that should have been it. That should have been the end of it. I'm not saying that Chris Jericho had to leave the WWE, but they should have had Jericho feud with somebody else or do something. That's just my opinion on that, so yeah. So anyway, as I was saying before, but I'm actually glad that Devastating Deb said that, because it is a good debate. So tell me, wrestling fans, and other people who view me, what do you think of Raw? What do you think of the Punk and Jericho feud? Do you think it should end, or do you think they should keep it going? Personally, I think if the WWE does insist upon keeping it going, use a different fucking premise. Use a different way. Don't keep on this trail that it's on.
And comment what you think about the Lesnar and Cena.
Yeah, what do you think about the Lesnar and Cena feud, too? What do you think about their match at Extreme Rules? Are you looking forward to Extreme Rules? Let me know what you think. For this edition of the In the Ring show... Oh, wait, actually, before I sign off for the night, one more thing. Subscribe, like the video, comment down below. For the In the Ring show, this is Devious Damien signing off. Good night, everybody.